What's happening? I guess we're back. Rolling the Wind live. I was trying to get the stream up on uh-oh, where are we having this? Okay, there's our racket. Okay, had to get rid of the racket, I guess. Okay, we're not going to be on Instagram, it doesn't look like. But I'm thrilled to have you here with me today. If you're on Facebook or if you're still with me over at YouTube, here we are. So today we're diving into something I think is pretty important, and it's the power of community, which is something that I really didn't think was all that important. When I grew up, I was taught to do everything on your own, that you probably wouldn't be able to rely on anybody but yourself. And I think that that was kind of a hard way of looking at life. Um, Especially after being injured, I realized that um, maybe doing it on my own wasn't the best way. Maybe looking to somebody who'd been there, a mentor or somebody who was willing to help me out would be a better way to go. And with that, I've taken on many mentors over the time that I've been self improving or on my own self improvement journey. And it's having worked with so many different guys that I realize how important a mentorship is, in fact. And that's why I got into coaching myself. So, one thing that one thing I can say one thing, and you say one thing all the time, but I'm not going to just say one thing. Another thing, right? Another thing. Okay, this is it's an old Bible quote. It's from Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpen iron, so one person sharpens another. Um, we weren't intended to do it on our own, and if we look back from a scientific perspective, even our survival has always depended on the social group that we're in or being in a social group, rather. So, why do we stand alone today? Why do we wait for someone else to, well, not, why aren't we waiting for someone? Why aren't we reaching out for help for somebody? I think would be a better way to look at it. So, I want to talk about how we can all each and every one of us can build our own community around ourselves that's going to help us grow, because that journey is really not intended to be by ourselves. When I got into bodybuilding, I spent 2 years on my own and didn't make near the progress that I've made since I got a coach. I got a coach 2 years ago, and then competed at the national level, competed at the Arnold. And if I hadn't looked at somebody who'd been there, then there's no way that I would have, you know, gotten the awards that I've gotten or achieved men's physique 2023 or men's masters 2023. It took somebody who had the experience first. So we can actually look at somebody else's experience as something that has will take years off of our own learning. So it's like the learning curve. So if you have somebody who has 10 years of experience at something and you're just starting out new, wouldn't it be better to go ahead and listen to somebody who had 10 years experience? Um, my 13-year-old and I, we were over here cleaning this sink earlier today. And he's like, I got it. I got it. I don't need to know how. Um, I'm thinking, but I've never really shown you how to get into the nitty gritty and clean it, right? So I explained to him real carefully, look, just let me show you first. And he stepped back, he let me show him, and then he said, thank you for showing me. And I actually explained the same thing, that we have to be willing to let other people teach us who've been there. And if we're not willing to let other people who've been there teach us, then we're going to have to do things the hard way. And doing things the hard way is not the best way. Okay. I've learned quite a bit the hard way, and I'd prefer to learn things the easier way. So a mentor doesn't just show us what's possible. Um, they show us what we're capable of when we commit fully. What does that mean exactly? Commit fully. You have to commit fully to somebody else's authority, and you have to let them explain things to you, show you, and teach you. And if you're not willing to do that, then honestly, you're just making things way harder than they have to be for yourself. And I was always like that. Um, always like that in the past, especially when I was walking around and really didn't need any help from anybody as far as I was concerned. I could do it all on my own. I didn't care if I was an asshole walking around doing it. I didn't even learn how to love people properly that way. It was me, 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 me. Yep, me, me, me. Then I got hurt. Things changed. And it wasn't just me, me, me anymore. I had to rely on other people, but I wasn't happy about it. So, can I help you? Yeah, you can help me, but I'm not happy about it. And really like push people away that way. So we can push people away that try to help, or we can welcome the help and then just get better and better and better. So this week I have a challenge. All right. I want you to seek out somebody who inspires you, somebody that's got something maybe that you want, like some kind of mindset thing that you want, right? Whether it's a mentor or a friend or just somebody you look up to from afar, go ahead and reach out to them and ask them for a conversation. So maybe just maybe if a conversation isn't something that is possible, then you could think about just what do they do and follow their example, right? Because somebody has done something that you haven't done, and if the example is there to follow, then that's sort of a blueprint that you can follow and hopefully achieve what you're trying to achieve. Obviously, the best is to have a mentor or somebody there who's going to cheer you on, support you every step of the way. But it doesn't always work out like that. So we want to find someone um, who can help us to sharpen our own skills, right? Who can challenge our perspective. Somebody that's not going to just agree with everything we say. Maybe that's somebody who is disagreeable. We don't really we do need somebody disagreeable in our lives. Otherwise, we do really stupid things. You know, hey, I'm going to get a tattoo on my forehead that says XYZ, and somebody that is agreeable will just go ahead and go, yeah, I think that's cool. You should totally do that. But somebody who's disagreeable is going to go, why in the world would you do that? And sometimes you need somebody in your life who's going to go, why in the world would you do that? And we have a tendency to push those people away because they disagree with us, but it's actually a very healthy disagreement. It's in your best interest sometimes. Anyhow, the challenge is to find people who want to be in your life, who want the best for you. So see who you can find this week. Maybe you're already in a good spot with your growth and there's somebody you know that's struggling. So then you could reach out to that person who's struggling and possibly be their mentor, maybe help them out. Well, excuse me, once you've taken this step, I would like for you to share the experience. I want to hear from you. I want to see if working with other people has helped this week or if working with other people has slowed down maybe some of our own destruction. Um, not all the decisions we make on our own are good decisions, and it's really healthy to have somebody there to listen. So we'll move right into this. How do we build a support network? Got to go this way. Cursor goes this way to come back on this way. Funny. Right. So how do we build a network? Come on, where are you at? There you are. There you are. Missing buttons here. Making sure that you see this. Okay, here we are. I have my show prep here so that it's not all stagnant, and I'm just trying to find things to say on the spot. Right, that's important. About to be missing. Is it missing something? Ah, this is where we are. All right. Sorry about that. Building your support network. I have some practical tips for you here. Number one is identify what you need. So what I mean by that is you're looking for a little bit of clarity. Building a strong support network means knowing exactly what you need, knowing what you're looking for. In order to do that, we have to take a moment to reflect on where we are currently, what our goals are for the future, what we want to be working toward. So we have to ask ourselves, do I need someone to hold me accountable? Maybe. I think accountability is a huge part of achieving the things that we want to achieve. Like I currently have accountability partners that get switched up every month because of one of the groups that I'm in. It's very important to be in a group of people who are maybe doing better than you, people who know things that you don't know. You don't ever want to be the smartest man in the room, but we do want someone to hold us accountable. It's great having a workout partner because then you have somebody that calls you and says, "Hey man, are you on your way to the gym? I'm getting ready to head over there now." And sometimes it's that extra little push that gets you to the gym on the tough days. Like, I wasn't feeling it, but you called me and now I'm on my way. Maybe you need someone who can inspire you with stories of overcoming things. Maybe that's what you need. Sometimes it's really just about seeking what you need, and then you have to take the steps to find it. So here's what we can do. We can write down the top 3 qualities. So how if we tab that, boom, there we go. All right. So we want to write down the top 3 qualities. Whoop, I can't. Oh no, I've done something. Top 3 qualities. Is that spelled right? I guess it is. There's no red line. Top 3 qualities you want in your support network. And then we want to think about, write down a few people who have the qualities that you're looking for. All right. So once you actually have a mentor, you have to be willing to learn from them, which means you have to accept a mentor as an authority, as in they know something that you don't know and you want to know it. So you have to approach these things from an open perspective, being open to learning. So be open to learning and new perspective. Perspectives. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. One of these days I'll get good at typing. All right. We want to embrace that learner mindset. So growth happens when we are willing to see things from different perspectives and try new approaches. We have to be open to feedback. That is that constructive criticism that we all hate. Somebody's like, hey, you probably could have done it this way. It doesn't mean step up and go, well, this is the way that I think is right. It means, oh, wow, I've never looked at it like that. So that is what being open to new perspectives is like. Okay. Very important stuff. Sometimes the best advice or inspiration comes from very unexpected places. That's people outside of our usual circles or people from even different backgrounds. What that means is people who have the answers, and you got to find those people to get those answers. All right. So ask yourself before you're trying to get started, am I open to learning from others? Am I open to learning from others? And that's even if their advice challenges your current views. That's kind of important stuff. It's huge. Real growth comes when someone helps us to see our own blind spots. Okay. So, am I open to learning from others? Can I listen? Oh, crap. Listen to other perspectives. Perspectives. Perspective. I don't know. I was always a hard-headed person who knew it all, so nobody could teach me nothing. If my dad was alive, he would definitely agree with that. So moving forward here, there's an action step I have for you. It is intentionally reach out to someone whose background, I thought I moved that out of the way, whose background or approach is different from yours. Okay. That's going to help you. That's definitely going to help you to grow because somebody else sees things a different way. If you only see things in one way, then it's not going to work very well, is it? So you have to be willing to look at things in other perspectives to actually get that growth. Next thing I've got for you in this. The Iron Sharpens Iron approach requires you to give and receive support in equal measure. All right. So then you want to ask yourself, how can I support the people in my network? Amongst the groups that I'm in, I just try to give my advice. Not necessarily unwarranted advice, because nobody is ready to listen to advice that they didn't ask for. But I do give advice on, okay, somebody says, well, I'm a T4 and I need some ideas on how I could do a bench press in the gym because I have a real hard time controlling myself on a skinny bench. And then, I would just tell them, or maybe ask, do you have a gait belt? If you have a gait belt, then you could cinch up the gait belt on the bench, right? But you still need a support person, which is why I use places like Planet Fitness who have people on site that I can just go to and say, hey, can I get your hand moving this bench around? Or, hey, can you hand me these weights even for when I'm not able to lift things up like that? Because I'll be honest, I can't pick up real heavy weights from the floor. Hurts the old elbows and stuff too bad to because I have to swing them. I can't kick them because I'm paralyzed from the waist down. So how can I support people in my network, right? And then that's how I would support it, is by giving advice there, maybe some nutrition advice. How do I gain weight? I'd explain how to gain weight, etc. Geez, I'm getting all these political calls. You guys getting a bunch of political calls? I'm getting a bunch of political calls all the time. It is wild. Like, I got a call today from Arizona. I just told them straight up, said, I don't know what I can do for you out there in Arizona. They're like, well, I thought you were in Arizona. I said, well, no, I'm down here in southwestern Virginia, bud. We got into a long conversation. It was kind of fun talking to somebody from Arizona today. Well, how can I support the people in my network? Sometimes the simplest gestures, just checking in, offering encouragement, or sharing knowledge, can have a huge impact. This kind of mutual support strengthens the bond and creates a foundation of trust. Yeah, just checking in. Just checking in. That lets somebody know you care. But there's always this sort of thing of reciprocity. This, if you give to the universe gives back. So if you see somebody that could use a little support that is in your network, then you give them what you can, for sure. You always give people what you can. That's one of the number one things of Christianity is love your neighbor as yourself, right? And in order to do that, you'd have to be willing to support. You have to be willing to listen, etc. Because all that, the thing. So check in, offer encouragement. Share your knowledge. Right. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. There it is. So any of those things can have a huge impact on some of the people that you want in your support group. These are the things that you want from them too. So in that is, like I said, the law of reciprocity. You have to be willing to give in order to get, right? So we want to reach out to at least one person and offer support without expecting anything in return. Return. And you'd be surprised how mountains move if you just show people a little love like that. And honestly, I could have taken that advice 20 years ago when I first had an opportunity to be a foreman on one of the cable placing crews, right? But I had worked for one of the old linemen who was kind of, I'll just be honest, the dude was a jerk, right? He was a straight jerk. He's like, you do this, you get to F off of my crew. This ish has to get done, and you're not going to hold me up. And for whatever reason, see, everybody on his crew kind of just was like, wow, this guy's incredible. And the guy was an amazing lineman. He could put up so much cable and make so much money. And that was the whole thing. But I was young, and he was probably twice my age. And when you're young, you just don't realize that that's the way it is. So I allowed this guy to rule me by fear, and then got my own crew. And I'm 25 years old, and I'm trying to rule people with fear. And these are men who are older than me, and some maybe even more experienced. And let's just say that didn't work out too good. It would have been a whole lot better if I was looking at how I could support the crew, how I could share the knowledge I have, also gain the insights from the knowledge they had, and then always be willing to give more than I get, because it is better to give than it is to receive. I know we've all heard that, but that's the truth. And the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that. It's water, but it's a new shaker, right? From wheelchairbodybuilding.com shop. And the opening is smaller, and it's I don't know if you can see it, maybe, I don't know, but it's not round, so it doesn't breathe like the other ones do. This is the Performa brand, so it's the Performa style. It's not like the blender. I like the blender bottle better, I think. Nick, you should definitely get blender bottles. Okay, how about that? Anyway, still rocking the support, but the blender bottle has got a way better opening and it's much easier to drink out of. Unwarranted advice. He'll probably not take that. However, I want to try something different because I kind of just like chilling. And it's Monday, and honestly, some days it's hard to get things going that you want to do. Not that this is one of the moments, but I thought it'd be cool if I was to I thought it'd be cool to just sort of chill and play one of the games I like playing and field any questions that happen to come in. Right? I got this. I'm gonna play. What is it? Empire, Total War Empire, or something like that. Total War Empire. Just kind of moving out of this. Then we shall share another window that has this in it. Oh, there. Now we're good. Now we're in here and can rock. So I played this game. I'm not really great at it. It's one of those real-time strategies. And I don't play much. I just figured it'd be kind of fun to get on here. Maybe there's somebody who knows how to play this game better than I do. But it's also cool, like I said, just to ask questions or answer questions that somebody might have. I am a survivor of spinal cord injury, and I am a coach, mentor. See if I can get any distance in this. I'm only going to play for a little bit, maybe one campaign, one battle or something. If I have a battle, I think I can just play a battle. Play a battle. There it is. A scenario. A siege. We'll play a land battle. But from where? That's Anatolia. Where is that at? Cuba. I've heard of Cuba. I'm about to get whooped. I know it. Just me. I got these slots open. That's all the monies I got, huh? Do I have artillery? Some artillery in there. It's good stuff. Anybody on YouTube out there? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. How do you even say that? It's interesting. So who's who? I guess I can be anybody I want. Of course. And who would be fighting in Cuba these times? Spain, maybe? España? Mm-hmm. Is that 3 Iber horse artillery? Interesting. Do we have cavalry? All right, so that's the money. So we're good. That looks pretty sound. Pretty sound. I have no issues playing that. Is there any sound on that, or do I just have to keep talking the whole time, running my mouth? I guess we'll find out, won't we, when I go to do some editing or something. So who do we have? Why are we shaped like this? Okay, so we can group them there. There. Boom, boom, boom. What are these guys? Light infantry. Hold the cavalry back. Oh no. Are we just in a big square? Where is the battle radar? Up there. Okay, I see. Huh. Let's just do this thing then. Well, now we know where their army is. Let's pause it so we can see what we need to do. We got a lot of troops over here, huh? Whoa, buddy. Line infantry. We got those. It's a big line. Imagine fighting like that, just lined up. And you're just going to march toward each other and shoot, and then duck down and reload. I don't know. Seems crazy to me. I wouldn't want to do it. Is that our cannon people? Yeah, we're about to shoot some cannons down through there. That'll teach them. Regiment of horse. Light infantry. Maybe we could send our light infantry in this way. I think we'll just hold and just shoot them with cannons. Oh boy, we better get our troops up here in front of them then. No takers on the questions right now. That's fine. I just kind of wanted to hang out and chat for a little bit this evening. It's a good reason to play video games and not get in trouble. Ha. I don't get in trouble anyway. I do what I want. Oh man, got a regiment of horse down there. Let's shoot at the horses. That's terrible, but let's do it. All right, charge them. Howitzer. So they have howitzer stuff? That's crazy. Did we not turn to get them? Get over there and get them. Why are we this close? It seems we are a little too close. Let's send them down. Yep. We got some routers down there. That's too bad. I don't know if we'll win this one. Probably not. See a lot of troops out in there. It's kind of fun commanding armies. I'm just not that good at it. They would never hire me for. There we go. Got to go get them. Don't be giving up. Man. Getting whooped. I've actually never won a battle on this particular game. Isn't that crazy? I think it's crazy. Oh, that's the general. Mm-hmm. I couldn't imagine having to fight like this, though. Just, that looks rough. Get down in there. These dudes are all fighting with whatever they're fighting with. Look at that craziness. Beating each other with rifles. Mm. Maybe we can get over here and help somehow. There's a cavalry. Lots of horses. Bloody. Is that cannon fire coming in from somewhere? Sounds like. Sounds like to me. You probably can't hear it. That's all right. Oh, general's in trouble. There he is. The general. The general. That's cool. Hmm. What is that fire that is landing upon them? Seems bloody dreadful. They're shooting from out there, huh? Oh. We'll have no more cavalrymen. They're running. Our general has died a heroic death. How about it? Cool. These guys, wherever they're shooting from. I guess it's right there, yeah. Just out here all by themselves. Where's the airstrike? Engage in a couple of them, isn't it? Look at that. Don't get out there. Maybe. Is that who do we have left? Not many. Looks like a complete ass kicking. Tends to happen. There used to be this cool game that I used to watch when I was a kid. My dad was playing it with one of his friends. It was on a Commodore 64. And you just put in the football plays and the teams would do it. So you pretty much just playing head-to-head coaching. It was pretty wild. I mean, it didn't look very good, but it was really cool for what it was. Back a long time ago. Back in the 80s. Oh my gosh. Not the 80s. Oh, there's the cannons. Go get them. Looks like they might be able to run right down on them. They're bearing down. We'll put them in melee mode. Maybe we can take out the enemy unit. All right, look at that. They're taking them down. They have dropped their cannons, and they are running. It's a massacre down here on the field. Look at this. Horses, men. Terrible. War is hell. Not too bad. Not too bad. It looks like we have a few more units here. Maybe free. Maybe. Come on. I can speed it up. Let's see here. Fast forward. Run faster. They engage. They're going to engage. Finally. It's like that. Taking them out. All right. We got these guys now. These guys. Oh, wait. Attack over here. I don't know. We might pull this one out after all. With 2 more units. 2 units left. Oh, they're coming in for it. Man, imagine a bloody battle like that. Losing all your units. Except for 2. Hey, I won. Look at that. Victory is yours. Run down the routed enemy. No, I don't think so. We'll just try another battle. A heroic video or win. Heroic win. Jeez. Wow. Almost everyone. Yeah, I wouldn't want any part of that. Not that they'd have me. Maybe I could I'd probably drive a tank as long as you don't need your feet. Like in real life now. That would be cool. A sea battle. A siege. A scenario. What are the scenarios? Battle of Porto Novo. Brandywine Creek. Where is that? Is old Brandywine Creek somewhere in Virginia? Maybe. I don't know. Don't know. I thought I saw a sign for it sometime in my travels. I've got to know. Got to know. Brandywine Creek. I may do one more battle. Let's see. The Battle of Brandywine. Battle of Brandywine Creek was fought between the American Continental Army of General George Washington and the British Army of General Sir William Howe. So that was not in Virginia for sure. Says here, Chadds Foreign Township, Delaware County, Pennsylvania. I hear the election's supposed to be decided in Pennsylvania this year, but I don't know. I mean, not for conspiracy theories or nothing, but they're allowed to count votes that come in after the election date. So I don't know about all that. Find me the votes. Maybe. But I don't know. You got to have faith that the elections are good. Battle of Brandywine. Battle of Legos. Where is that at? Okay, that's a sea battle. That's a sea battle. So are they all? Okay. Yeah, that's a land battle. We'll try that out. I'll be... Well, looks like I'm going to be the British this time. See if the British can win. We'll try that out. Wonder what America would be had the British won the Revolutionary War. I mean, if you look at the way things are going in Great Britain, I'm not so sure that... I don't know. I guess it depends on who you are as to whether or not you think things are good in Great Britain. I guess that's kind of like anywhere. Wow, look at all those daggone traitors over there to King George. How dare they? This is an interesting landscape, huh? It looks like we have two armies. We have their camp there. So this is a real scenario, huh? Or as we think, maybe close to historically something or other. Well, what do we have down here after all? Lots of them. What do they have? They have tanks. Ooh, wow. Wonder if we could shoot their tanks with our tanks. Not tanks, daggone it, cannons. What am I saying? I think that I want to try to flank those cannons. So maybe if I could send these guys back over here and they don't get their asses shut off. Maybe. Any advice out here? Anybody? I'm not a military general, although I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express one time. Let's see. Wonder if my cannons will get in place and go shoot those guys. Let's see. Grenadiers, they had grenades. No, I don't know what a grenadier would have been back in those days. Well, they got lots and lots of cannons. So, wonder if we can. Oh, they're shooting at somebody. Us. All of us. I see. Okay. Better send somebody in after them. Can you get across there? Oh, you have to get across the forded spots right there, huh? I see. Just out of range up here, are we? We're not going to be able to flank them, so halt. All right, man. Move everybody up here. And we're going to move this half of the army this way. And try to ford the river. There's there only one spot. That's it. That's your ford. That's where you can cross. Damn, how handy was that? For somebody. Let's get over here. Fire at these cannons. That might just work. Maybe. All right, we still had these guys hiding. I thought I might could flank them up here, but I cannot do it. Just not going to happen. That's our river crossing there. There's no time limit on this battle, is it? Interesting enough. Interesting enough. They're not going over the hills. Let's shoot at these guys. And we have another cannon unit. There it is. And really, this other cannon unit really needs to be firing out here. Or should we be just railing down the troops? I don't know. Yeah, those cannons are dangerous. I say go for the cannons first. So how is Monday for anybody? Happy Monday, sad Monday, or just Monday? Oh no, we're already running away. Of course. That's what happens. You put them in the way, I guess. And nothing here. Nothing. Nothing at all. All right, guys. Get up on that hill. Let's see. Group them up. there, but then we'll take these two and we'll group them separate. And then go after those guys. Or yeah. And then these guys, go after these guys. Now, what does that leave? These troops here. Man. Can we get in those houses? No. Group those guys. A third group. Foster. May get nasty over here. I don't know. We got the whole army. It's the only way to get across right here. The whole American army is over here. Just about to get shot through by these cannons. Here's all the infantry they have. Just send them. I'm not sure the British won this battle. If I was to look into it, I probably would say they did not. Send them. There comes their cavalry in. Dreadful times. Dreadful. I don't know. Looks like it's going pretty good for the Brits here. There's our cannon right there, right? Oh man, the old cannons. Almost over. All that's left is the cannon guy. 2 units here. Oh, they never came out, did they? Might would have done better if I'd sent them in. Oh well, forgot about them over there. But they're surely not going to make it now. Surely not. Don't call me Shirley. Close defeat. Oh well, they got me. C'est la vie, they say. C'est la vie. All right. That was fun. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Anyone who likes to see a battle, I guess. Um, Before I wrap up, I just want to remind you. See, the whole thing we started out with was talking about having a strong community around you. So it isn't just something that happens overnight. Like, it's something that you're going to have to put effort into. You're going to have to be vulnerable, and you're going to have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. But once you have that support system in place and those people who want to see you do your best, you're going to get to places you never thought that you could get to before. So as you head into the week, let's think about the people in your life who could make you stronger, who you can make stronger, and who can work with you to get to where you guys want to go. If you're looking to dive deeper, you can go to rollingtowin.com, where you'll find resources and ways to connect with our community. Okay. Next time, which is going to be on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about how to build mental toughness through self-discipline. So stay tuned, build your community, and remember, we are stronger together. So see you next time on Rolling to Win Live.